can't believe my ding-dong of a boyfriend decided to break up with me through text message. Has that ever happened to you? I'm gonna tell you why he broke up with me, okay? Let me tell you. He broke up with me because I could not make him a yummy pizza from scratch, okay? Now, I thought that I had the recipe intact, but he said that my pizza tasted like cardboard. And I don't agree with that, but my heart, I'm gonna have to say it's a little broken because he is treating me this way. And woo-wee, I do not appreciate it. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna have to go back inside my house now. I'm gonna have to look up a new recipe and make me a new pizza. But guess what, honey? I'm not gonna make this new pizza to try to win him back. I'm gonna try to make this pizza to redeem myself so I can feel good about myself, okay? Come on with me into my kitchen, sugars. See you there. Hi. I think I was a little rude when I was outside. I did not introduce myself. My name is Maeline, and let me tell you something. I forgot the keys to my house at work. Can you believe that? So my neighbor, Ems, is allowing me to come into her kitchen and cook this pizza. And as you can see, I like her kitchen a lot better than mine. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to make this dough, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is activate our yeast. So we're gonna need 2 cups of warm water, which I already have here, followed by 2 teaspoons of sugar. I'm gonna add that right here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some active dry yeast, okay? I'm just gonna go ahead and add the whole packet, okay? And we're gonna let this sit for about 5 to 10 minutes and let it do what it do, okay? Wanna make sure I got everything up in here. Okay. And I'm just gonna put this to the side, and then we gonna, ooh, that has a little smell to it. So then I'm gonna go ahead and make my little flour mixture here, okay? Now I'm gonna need 5 cups and a third of flour. And now the flour that I am using is called 00 pizza flour. You can find it on Amazon for sometimes you can find it for under $6, okay? And this gonna make you 4 medium-sized pizzas that you're just gonna delight yourself in. Okay, so that's number 3. I'm over here yapping. I better make sure I'm not putting extra flour now. All right, this is cup 4. And then we got cup 5 coming up here real quick. And then our little 1/3 of the cup of the flour. Okay. So my flour is there. Now I'm gonna wait the 10 minutes for my yeast to get activated, and I'm gonna be right back, sugars. And by the way, this is the flour that I am using. Like I said, you can find it on Amazon, okay? All right, everybody. Well, as you can see, our yeast mixture is nice and foamy. That's how you want it to be, okay? So now I'm gonna take this yeast mixture and I'm gonna start putting this in our flour mixture, there is also 2 teaspoons of salt added to this as well, okay? So I'm just gonna be adding this in here and just start mixing it up with my hand. Now, if you have a stand mixer, which my boyfriend, the one who dumped me, had got me a stand mixer, but then I broke it. So I got to use my hands now. All right. So you just start forming this dough. And if you think that it's a little too wet still, you can go ahead and add some more flour to it, okay? We're gonna add this in here. Oh yes. Look at this. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna add some more. At least keep on stirring this here. All right, that's the last of my yeast mixture. My little gloves coming off now. Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue to mix this and hope that my little gloves don't come off. That's a little annoying, if you ask me. All right. And I'm just gonna continue to mix until my dough is formed in the consistency that I would like. Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna take my dough and I have my floured surface here. I'm gonna start to knead this puppy, okay? So to knead, you're just gonna fold it in like that, okay? And you just knead it. And I found this recipe that my girl Ams had told me about. Now, she made another pizza recipe on her channel, but this is a new dough recipe that I like. It's one that you don't have to prepare the dough overnight, but the dough is supposed to rise in between an hour and a half to 2 hours. And for people like me who like to do things fast, this works perfectly, okay? So I'm gonna keep on kneading this dough, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on it and transfer it into a different bowl, and I'm gonna let it sit for an hour and a half to 2 hours. Then, oh my goodness, I'm gonna show y'all how it looks. Oh yes. Okay, my darlings, be right back. What we gonna do now is that I'm gonna, I guess, start grating my mozzarella cheese, okay? So here I have 1 pound of a whole milk mozzarella cheese. If you don't have this, you just gonna use the mozzarella cheese that you can find, okay? But don't buy the pre-packaged stuff, because sometimes that's not gonna give you the best consistency that you want to your cheese to be nice and gooey. So try to get the things that don't come pre-shredded for you, okay? And what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna take half of this cheese, okay? And I'm just gonna get to grating. Woo-wee! Let's see here. I got this kind of grater. I don't know how fast I'm gonna get to. I don't think I really like this one, because I don't want my cheese to end up on this little. I don't know what M's got going on up in here. Let's see. Why she gonna leave this here for me? What I'm supposed to do with this? Look at it. Okay. Oh, we have the regular old-fashioned grater. I guess I'll try that. Oh, yeah. Oh, my hand is starting to hurt now. My goodness, well, I wish I sure had something that would make this grating process a lot more easier for me, darling.
Well, who are you? Well, hey there, Miss Maeline.
That's Maeline.
Oh.
Say it with me. Maeline.
Yeah. Well, you may have heard of me. I am the Pizza Paladin, and I have heard of the foul devices which you have been trying to use, and I've come all the way from the Amazon factory to bury the present.
Well, I'll be. Do tell.
Look and see.
Okay.
Here, let me show you.
Okay.
You lock it like so, just turn it, and then look, even with all the strength of a Paladin, I can barely budge the thing. Now, turn it like so, put some cheese in it,
Okay.
and voila, cheese aplenty.
You look mighty strong doing that.
Well, thank you. You're mighty beautiful, if I must say so myself. And if I had a girlfriend like you, this would make an excellent Christmas gift. Just saying.
Okay, well, I like this. So let me tell you what. I'm gonna finish shredding my cheese over here. And once I finish shredding that, I'm gonna move on to how to make my homemade pizza sauce. And maybe he might stick around and help some more. We'll see. Be right back. Okay, everybody. So now I've got this can of crushed tomatoes from the Santo brand. This is one of the brands that they use in pizza shops, okay? This is 28 ounces. I'm gonna go ahead and add this to my bowl, okay? Oops, the lid fell in there. Wanna make sure that doesn't stay there. Uh-oh. Okay, I think that pizza Paladin man got me all frazzled. Okay, now, I'm gonna teach y'all a little trick, okay? If you're gonna make some pizza sauce from scratch using, I don't know, tomatoes fresh from your garden, sometimes your sauce might look orange and it may not be bright red like this. Now, I had to figure out why my sauce before was looking orange. Turns out, if you use something like this, the crushed tomatoes, it's gonna give you that nice red look that you want to your sauce, okay? And then there's some other tricks that I'm gonna talk about, okay? But in the meantime, what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna use this little immersion blender, I think that's what you call it, and I'm just gonna blend for a few seconds, okay? And be careful when you're blending this. You don't want your sauce going all over the place now. All right, that's nice and blended. And we're gonna move on to getting this into our little pot on our saucepan on the stove, okay? Be right back. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of avocado oil, okay? Then I'm gonna take 2 minced garlic cloves and add them to this oil, okay? Like so. And I'm gonna let that heat up for just a few seconds, okay? Don't want it to get brown, okay? So do it on low heat. This is gonna give a nice aroma into your kitchen. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna add the tomatoes to my bowl here. Okay, I'm gonna lower my heat some more. Okay. Yes. Now you gotta get every last drop now. Okay. I think that's good for now. Okay? And then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna add a half teaspoon of oregano. Okay, followed by a half teaspoon of sugar. Okay, all right. Then I'm gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of basil. That's gonna give a real nice taste. Followed by a half teaspoon of salt. Okay. And then I got some bacon cooking here. So if you see somebody doing something over here with some bacon, they helping me out. Okay. So we got, what did I say? A half teaspoon of salt. Okay. All right. And then we're gonna add a half teaspoon of red wine vinegar. Okay. And that's it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and stir this, okay? Now the reason that there's some sugar added to the sauce is because the sugar balances the acidity and it keeps the color of your sauce red. Now isn't that interesting? Okay, so I'm gonna let this simmer gently for about 10 minutes to give time for our sauce to blend, and then we're gonna move on to assembling our pizzas. All right, be right back. Okay, y'all, well, our dough has gotten extra big, so now we gonna have 4 balls that I'm gonna make from here. Okay, so let me go ahead and cut that. All right, it's gonna be the first one. Go ahead and just form it into a little ball. Okay, next it's gonna be this right here. I just love how this is looking. Okay, I'm gonna put that back in my bowl, and then I'm gonna make 2 more cups here. And now this is gonna be made into 12-inch rounds, okay? Once we stretch it out. Okay, I got my oven preheating to 500. Okay, this one might be a little small, but that's okay. That is okay. All right, be right back so we can move on to the next step. All right, my sugars. So here I have one of my dough balls, and I'm gonna go ahead and I got a little bit of a floured surface here. I'm gonna throw that bad boy there, and I'm gonna start to roll him out, okay? Because like I said, we want to make a 12-inch round, okay? Now sometimes I ain't no expert in making pizza, obviously, as we know, because cough, cough, he knows who he is, decided to break up with me through text message. But I'm gonna show him, that I can make pizza, okay, with this new recipe I got. All right, and I'm just gonna keep rolling until I can get it to the size that I need. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my sauce on here. I'd say you wanna go with about 2 to 3 tablespoons of sauce. It depends how much sauce you want on your pizza, okay? I think I'm gonna put 1 more tablespoon here. And spread it out nice and evenly, okay? Then I'm gonna go ahead and add some of my cheese. Ooh-wee, this looks good, y'all. And that sauce smells really good. You can smell all of them spices on there, okay? All right, so we're gonna do this like this here. Now, if you like, you can also get some some melted butter and add that to the edges of your crust with some herbs and spices. You know, kind of like Domino's does it. Yes, you can do that too. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna add some cooked bacon on here. So let me get my little bacon. Okay, and we're gonna put that in here, and I'm gonna take this and put it in my oven that has been preheated to 500 degrees. But here's the thing, I am getting tired of having to use my own oven to cook this pizza because it is hot up in here. Have you ever used your oven to 500 degrees and you over here sweating, honey? I just wish that there was some kind of contraption, something I could use that will cook my pizza nice and fast and that it will not get so hot up in the kitchen.
Pizza Paladin back here.
Okay.
Now, I heard that you were tired of using this beautiful conventional oven to make pizza. Is that right?
Well, it's getting hot up in here.
Understandable. Now, what if I told you about the Yeast electric pizza maker?
What?
Well, here, come.
Okay. Okay, now show me what to do.
Well, if you can see this here, here's your time. This shows, or the temperature. 5 is the hottest. Here you see the temperature. We are at 700 degrees, so we are ready to get a pizza in here. Our timer is running, so you can hear that ticking. So we can put the pizza on, and we want to cook it for about 6 to 7 minutes.
Okay, now show me how to get the pizza on now. Okay.
All right, so this wonderful invention comes with these wooden boards, which allow you to slide underneath your pizza so you can get it onto the electric pizza maker. Here, let me show you plating it.
Okay. Now, tell me something. Is there some kind of like flour or something you got to put on them boards?
Oh yeah, I strongly suggest flour to make sure your pizza won't stick.
Ooh, wait, look at
So
that.
you want to kind of fix it a little bit
Yeah.
on the edge. It's going to happen.
Yeah, you want to make sure that it's in the circle, right?
Yes.
We don't want
it to be in the circle. We're going to go ahead and get this closed so we can start cooking right away.
Oh.
And we are going to set this for about 7 minutes. We will have a freshly done pizza.
All right. Be right back, sugars. Okay, you can see a little bit of the pizza being cooked through the window. You see them cheeses melting. I cannot wait to see what this is going to turn out like. Be right back. Now, what are you doing now?
So I'm just going to turn it a little bit. It's getting a little too cooked on that one side because it's a little bigger there. So if I turn it slightly about halfway during cooking, I'm finding we get even results in my pizza Paladin work.
Okay.
I think it's done.
Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness. That looks so good. Ooh, wait. Oh. So you gonna even cut the pizza for me too? Well, I'm gonna get ready to try me a little slice of pizza. This looks absolutely amazing, y'all. Okay.
Hot now.
Listen, my sugars, I just have to say, that pizza was absolutely delicious. I just wanna thank you. The crust was nice and crispy and chewy. Ooh, wait. And that taste of the sauce, oh my goodness. Nice and hot and dribbling and all that. The cheese was nice and gooey. And let's not forget the taste of the bacon on there. That made me want to transform into a new woman or something. I think I might want to change my, I don't know, I feel like going out or something.
Well, I think you're perfect and beautiful just the way you are, which kind of reminds me, what are you doing later tonight?
Well, darling, I am actually free. I have some new clothes that I bought. I'm trying to maybe, show it off a bit or something.
Well, I'll pick you up right away.
Okay. Okay, my sugars. Well, I am gonna get ready to go out tonight and have me a good old time with Mr. Pizza Paladin. I am so happy that I was able to fulfill the dream I had of making the perfect pizza. Make sure that you go to the description box and get you one of them pizza ovens and one of them grater thingies so you can make your life so much easier. And you know what else I'm gonna tell you? If you like my lipstick, there'll be a link for that too, sugar. All right, well, me and Mr. Pizza Paladin, we gonna skedaddle, but be sure to tune in to the next episode of M's Flavor Stage. Ciao, ciao.